Okay. Here we go. It may be that Lawbot is already sort of occupied. There we go. All right. Here we go. Silmara with 7 votes and Johnny with 5 votes. Oh, what a shame. Xanos everything is gone. Okay, so it's between Silmana and Johnny Habanero. So Natalie Dormer is gone. And Johnny Habanero. It's top 2, Demiser. It's top 2, so don't worry. Relax. It's between Samara, Highrest, and Johnny Habanero. Those are the choices. On the inside. All right, here we go. Last poll for the names. I'm crying in the inside. There it is. There are your choices, guys. Make your last vote. Samara Highrest or Johnny Habanero. Who's it going to be? Has to be hacked. That's not true. There's a lot of people who are not mods who voted. Now, Messiah, don't be sulky. Don't be sulky or salty. At some point, we need to have one of our characters' names in this be called PJ Salt. That would just be so great. Okay, actually, seriously, stop. Seriously, guys, stop. Don't do that. Not because of that. I just don't want people to stop. I don't want to break bots and stuff. Let's not focus on that, please. Let's not do that, please. Let's stop with the spamming and the breaking. So please let us stop with that. It was legit. It was not legit. There's nothing legit about it. Okay. Cool. All right. Excellent. All right. So, last call on the votes. Has everyone got their vote in on the name? Everyone got their vote in on the name? No, your vote doesn't register. All right, last choices. Last choices. Did everyone get to do everything? Bacon is voted. All right. Says so on a t-shirt. Nice. Nice. All right. Here we go, folks. And the winner is... Silmara wins. Silmara Highrest. That's our second female character. Good for you guys. Johnny Habanero was... It had a good run, you have to admit, Demiser. Had a good run. Had a good run. Nice job with intent. Good job. I like it. Okay, our character's name is Silmara Highrest. Okay, now at this point, we move on to figuring out statistics and stuff like that. So, this is the way this goes. We start out, first of all, with skill. Now, I need to call on Lego here. Lego has been the traditional dice roller since we started doing this a long time ago. So, Lego, are you here and ready to roll, sir? Are you ready to roll? We got about an hour of play here, maybe a little bit over an hour. So are you ready to roll? Because we're gonna get ready with, gotta get moving with our stats and stuff. What was my choice? I don't want to say what my choice was. Because I just didn't want to lead one in all the directions. I'm happy we did not get Xanos kill everything. He would have made him insufferable for the next several days. Okay, so we're going to start with this. The way this works, guys, is for those who haven't played before, skill is the first one. And skill is basically your ability to fight in combat and other things. Skill is extremely important. And so what Lego's going to do is he's going to roll a 6-sided die. That's true, you did do that, Xenos, that's true. He's going to roll a 6-sided die. We're going to add 6 to that number, and that's going to give us our starting skill. So if you would please do so, Lego. Chat, everyone's positive vibes to Lego, please, as you guys come up with the skill roll. That's fine, Lego. What's it going to be? I know stamina. No, I know. I know, Jay, but you always want to start with skill. I know that skill comes second in this window, but you always want to start. Really? You got a 6? No, you just roll 1 die. I was like, wow! No, not so much. Just roll the 1 die. Never mind, it's 2. Alright. That's okay. So your starting skill is 8. Starting skill is 8. Okay. Now stamina. Hey, listen, it's better than our House of Hell rolls. Let's keep that in mind. It's better than our House of Hell rolls. Okay. Now stamina. Now stamina is basically your hit points, more or less. It's your health. It can also sometimes have other effects, but it refers to how healthy you are. So for this one, we're going to roll 2 dice. So this one, Lego, you're going to roll 2 dice, and we're going to add 12 to that number to see what your starting stamina is. All right? House of Hell. Kitchen is doom, right? Yeah, I think it is supposed to be Nathan Lame. I think you're right, Shadow. I love this one, too. Do you guys recognize the theme for this? So use that, but I'm only going to accept Lego's roll. You might as well use the thing that's in the bot. That's it, Thorg, yep. So go ahead and use that, Lego. Oh, man. I'd assume it's pretty random. Hey, listen, Lego's gotten you through 10 of these things along with Xanos, so. Alright. Okay, next one is luck. Next one is luck. Now, this one better be a good one. So, luck is, again, basically how lucky you are. You use it in combat and other areas as well. So, you're going to roll 1 die, add 6 to the number, and you're going to enter that total in the luck box. So, go ahead and do that again, Lego. This one is for luck. You're starting luck.
I think we were talking about this one. This one. Yeah.
Okay, 10. 10 luck. That's much better. All right, so here we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. I don't need to go through the battles. Let's just take a look at your equipment. Okay, so your equipment is as follows, folks. So you have a starting skill 8, which is meh, stamina 15, which is not great, and luck 10, which is solid. So 1 meh, 1 solid, and 1 not so great. We'll see how things go. All right. Now, your equipment is as follows. You will start your adventure with a bare minimum of equipment, but you may find or buy other items during your travels. You are armed with a sword, so let's start there, and leather armor. You have a backpack. Okay. You have a backpack to hold your provisions and any treasures you may come across. Okay, and let's see how many provisions that you've got. Let's see. Provisions. 10 meals. Okay, so you start out with 10 provisions. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 provisions. No tinderbox. Yes. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. That's good. All right. Basically, every time you eat a provision, it will add 4 stamina back to, your things. So, all right. Now the last thing you have to decide, guys, before we get underway is, in addition to the equipment I mentioned, the sword, the leather armor, the backpack, and the provisions, you may take 1 bottle of a magic potion which will aid you on your quest. Now, listen carefully to this because this is going to be important. It will have an effect on the way the game works out. You can have a bottle of any one of the following. The choices are as follows. Potion of Skill will restore any lost skill points. So if you happen to lose your sword, if you happen to lose other things and your skill drops, a Potion of Skill will restore your skill to its initial value of 8. A Potion of Strength will restore stamina points, so basically it's like a healing potion. However, I would point out you already have provisions which will help with the stamina already, so just keep that in mind. And the last thing is the Potion of Fortune, which is not only restores your luck points that have been used up during the game, but it also adds 1 to your initial luck. So when you use the luck potion, you not only get all your luck points back, you also get an additional point to the initial overall level of luck, and that becomes the new ceiling. Okay? So with that said, you guys can choose between Potion of Skill, Potion of Stamina, Potion of Luck. And let's see. And can someone put together, I'm sorry, I'm like looking at 3 things at once. Would someone be kind enough to put together for me quickly a poll just reflecting those 3? Potion of Skill, Stamina, or Luck? We're not going to have to do polls all the time, but just for this will be useful. So, Skill, Stamina, or Luck, just the last sort of official poll. Rest of it we can usually do informally, but for this one I'd like to have. So, Potion of Skill, Potion of Stamina, Potion of Luck. If someone could throw together a poll quickly, that would be lovely. Luck, skill, skill. We're gonna need it. Luck, stamina. Okay. Keep those votes coming. We're gonna need it. Okay. All right, so last call. Last call for those votes. Yeah, it's a good question, Law. And you know, when we start getting, I mean, we've got a solid turnout tonight, but if we get a few hundred people in here playing one of these, we would probably not necessarily be able to do that, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, last call, everybody. Last call. Results are skill 4, stamina 3, luck 11. Okay, potion of luck it is. Potion of fortune. All right, excellent. All right, people, that is set. We are ready to go. Let's put this here. Good. All right. We are ready to go, people. Your name is Silmara Highrest. You have a starting skill of 8, a starting stamina 15, a starting luck of 10. You have no gold. You have 10 provisions. You have a sword, leather armor, a backpack, and a potion of fortune. Chat, are you ready to take Silmara Highrest into the world of Orb? Are you ready? Or to put it in the words of the immortal Shaquille O'Neal, can you dig it? All right. Here we go. The time has come. All right. You are regaining consciousness. Your eyes flutter open to the sound of a songbird trilling joyously. Let me fix my camera for a second. Sorry. Got a little bit off center. So just think about that. Trilling joyously. Think about that nice songbird. Trilling all joyous like. Just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that trilling. Think about that trilling. Lots of joyous trilling. Lots of joyous trilling all over the place. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so your eyes flutter open to the sound of a songbird trilling joyously. You are lying on a couch of green velvet set on the topmost turret of a great white castle hanging in the clouds. Rising to your feet, you look around. The songbird, whose sleek feathers are a warm, burnished gold, is perched on the battlements, resplendent against the ocean blue canopy of a sky in which there is no sun. You are clad in strange, outlandish clothes, breeches of dark green leather and a thickly quilled leather jerkin. On your feet are russet-red calfskin boots, supple and comfortable, into which the breeches are tucked at mid-calf. A heavy sword is belted at your side, and with a shock, you realize that somehow you know how to use it skillfully and with deadly force. As the songbird trills, you try in vain to recall memories of Earth, but everything is hazy and distant. You have been taken from the world you know and trained in the art of swordplay. You cannot remember even who trained you or why, but the hilt of the sword fits your hand snugly. Drawing it, you lunge and parry, marveling at how the sword cuts through the air faster than the eye can follow. The songbird seems unperturbed by your fine display of swordsmanship, but you are surprised when it cocks its head and speaks to you, its voice fluting merrily. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, Law, yep. Welcome, champion of fate. Do not be dismayed. You are not yet in danger. Where am I, you ask, feeling as if you were in a dream. Far, far from your home, I fear to say. This is the world of Orb, and you are in the garden of the gods. What is Orb, you demand? You will find it most strange and full of wonder, for it is very different from Earth. Men must share it not just with talking creatures such as I, but with weird and fell monsters, giants, dragons, and demons. There are warlocks and sorcerers too, great wielders of magic in the cities. But do not fear. You have been chosen to be our champion, for you are more likely to succeed than any other on Earth. Now I must complete my task. Come, my masters bid you join them in the chamber below. Please follow me. With that, the golden songbird flutters away down a spiral staircase. Shaking your head in confusion, you descend the stone steps into a large circular room where two beings turn towards you. Welcome, says one, a pale female figure enfolded in a swirling robe of many colors, above which you can only see a perfectly smooth and hairless head. The robe shimmers, its colors shifting as she steps towards you, catching your mind before you realize what is happening. Looking into her face, you see an image of yourself, fighting for your life inside a huge temple. Then the image shifts, and you see yourself leaving a walled city, hastening alone across a desolate moor, only to find yourself deep in a jungle, surrounded by devils with blue skins. Your nape bristle as you realize that she is revealing glimpses of your destiny. It is only when they are over that you notice she has no eyes in her smooth, pale face. The other figure changes even as you look at him. At one moment he is an ancient white-haired man heavy with knowledge. At another, an infant, who eyes beyond his years. The metamorphosis through youth to age takes but a few instants, yet flows so smoothly you cannot see the features change. His voice is soft and ageless. We have summoned you here to the world of Orb because we wish to prevent a fatal upset in the balance of nature. The cosmic scales have been tipped too far, and you must play a part in righting them. It is not for us in the Garden of the Gods to set things right. We cannot fight him who would bring chaos to Orb. Rather, we use men as our tools. I shall not say whether you will succeed. The floor of the room upon which you are standing is the most realistic and detailed map imaginable. You can even see small figures tilling the fields and walking the streets of an entire world, a world of pinnacled castles, knights on horseback, their men-at-arms bearing banners which stream in the wind, and strange high-walled cities with towers and spires concealing the dives of assassins and thieves amongst the splendor. The eyeless immortal steps forward, her robe now the color of the deep sea, and caresses your cheek. We are sending you down to the surface of Orb. If you fall into the clutches of death, we cannot aid you. Do not fail us. Fail in what? You begin to ask. But just then, to your horror, you find yourself being drawn inexorably towards a black crack in the map. The realization that your destiny is being tampered with angers you, and you resolve to find a way back to Earth and your home at any cost. As the world of Orb rises up to engulf you, the awesomeness of what is happening overwhelms you, and you lose consciousness. I've always imagined that part, by the way, for those of you guys who played ActRaiser, of the part where you're on the map and it does that thing where it goes da 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 da, and you're like sweeping down onto the land. That's what I imagined. So, when awareness returns, you look around. You are standing in a huge vaulted chamber deep underground. In the chill air, you wonder what terrible fate may be in store for you. You are utterly alone, without a friend in the world, and you have no idea what fiendish horrors may exist here so far from home. There are no windows in the chamber, nor natural light, only the ruddy glow of flaming torches that are fixed to pillars soaring beyond sight. The walls are running with damp, the air musty and heavy with age. There are 2 archways at the back of the cavern. Before you can investigate further, the torchlight flickers, and a cool gust chills you to the marrow. Something in the unseen darkness is causing the air to move. A light flashes briefly ahead, and an unfurling howling echoes across the vast vault. No living thing could possibly have made that dreadful sound, you think to yourself, but then you remember that you know nothing of the dreadful denizens of Orb. You hear the sound of running footsteps approaching rapidly. Music is distracting. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's see. No living thing could possibly have made the dreadful sound, you think to yourself. But then you remember that you know nothing of the dreadful denizens of Orb. You hear the sound of running footsteps approaching rapidly. You cannot see who or what is coming. Will you, chat, run through the nearest archway, or hold your ground and draw your sword? Will you hold your ground? Will you run through the archway, or hold your ground?
We're almost like...
I know. Like, I feel like each video, just gets like more and more like that. It is like, someone made a comment about that one.
Okay, I got run through archway. I've got sword. Glob says kill. I'm going to assume that's draw sword. Hold your ground, hold your ground. I'm going to guess Xanos is kill it means hold your ground. The same with Messiah. So Graydon, so is Dragon Spear. Apple says hold. Edgy always says we're always run first. Thoric says hold the line. Demiser says hold the ground. Riverdust says hold ground. Okay, thank you. There you go. That's better. Thanks, Shadowed. You're going to support every terrible decision he makes. So go ahead and vote, guys. Run through Archway or hold your ground. Okay. All right, here we go. Closing down the poll. Closing down the poll. Oh, I'm sorry about your headache, Law, man. All right, yeah, Law, how do we check the status? How do we check the status? Yeah, a little sonic guitar in the background. How do we check the status of it to see what the poll is without closing it? I'm just curious. Okay, and I'm closing down this poll, so get your last votes in. Get your vote in. Okay, so chat has decided to stand your ground. Okay. The footsteps are coming closer. Suddenly, a sound like a clap of thunder reverberates around the chamber. You look around and see that both the archways have been sealed by huge stone blocks. You are trapped. And you see this picture. Let me show you guys the picture you guys see. Hold on a second. All right. Give me a second while I give you guys this picture. Okay. All right, you guys see this. Okay. A woman wearing a chainmail and carrying a loaded crossbow bursts into the torchlight ahead of you. Seeing you, she immediately points the bow in your direction. 3 men, panting heavily, appear behind her. The first, a tall and handsome man, is dressed in shining silver armor, and the blade of his two-handed sword glows with a faint white radiance. The next is dressed in a flowing robe of cloth of gold and wears a smiling golden mask. He carries an ivory staff. The last is a thick-set man with a white surcoat over chainmail. A red cross adorns his breast, and a spiked mace hangs at his side. They stop. Once again, you hear a wailing louder than before. "They are almost upon us!" cries the man with a glittering sword. The shieldman calls to you, "Who are you, and what are you doing here in the rift, the spawning place of all evil?" Will you... Here are your choices, guys. Will you say you have come from another world? Say that you were on a quest against evil? Try to play for time? Or attack the Shield Maiden? There are your 4 choices. Hopefully someone is able to put that up quickly. Let me show you that 4th option. Sorry, there's 4 options, not 3. 4 options, so just bear with me for a second while I get that fixed. There we go. So there are your 4 choices, guys. Say you've come from another world. And there you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Shadow. Appreciate it. Sorry, Shadow. I didn't know I was going to make you, I was going to make you work this hard today. And by the way, once you guys have cast your vote, it is always acceptable here to be able to suggest to other people why it is you would like them to vote. You know, like why you think they should vote in a particular way, thinking about characters and stuff like that. Whenever the decision is made, though, you do need to go with it. So, you know, no, like, yelling at each other after the fact. That's never been a problem in here, but I just thought I would let people know. Looks like it got it okay, Dragon. C stats. There we go. All right, so now it looks like we have so far, there we go, thanks, Law. 8 votes for Against Evil, 7 votes for Another World, 2 for attack, 1 for play time. So Another World and Against Evil are, that's the battle that you're dealing. I'll be so steamed at the choice I made at random isn't picked. Old man yells at Cloud. All right. So, here we go, folks. Gonna close this down. Looks like Against Evil is gonna win narrowly. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it right this second, Law. It's fun. All right, and here we go. And... all right, Against Evil is the choice that is made. She immediately destroys you. No, I'm just kidding. Alone? Said the shield asked the shield maiden in disbelief. The man in gold turns to the priest. Is it true? He asks. Knowing your story to be a lie, you wait anxiously when the priest casts a spell. It is a lie, says the priest. The shield maiden turns to you accusingly. Why are you lying to us? I ask you again, who are you and what are you doing here? Will you tell them the truth about that you were brought from another world, or ask them what business it is of theirs? Will you tell them the truth or ask them what business it is of theirs? So there are your choices, folks. Yeah, hold up. We don't have a poll up yet, guys. There you go. Now you get to choose. Choose Pikachu. Now you can vote, so go ahead and vote now. For those of you who haven't already. Very nice. All right. There you go. Angry one with a weapon pointed at my face. I'm telling you the truth. There you go, Bacon. And kill that priest. That's a good call. Yeah, you're just like, hey, wait a second. I know, right? Ah. Lawkeeper bot just told you. He's like, what? I just feel like being arbitrary. All right, last call. Okay, last call. Okay, people said tell the truth is the answer. All right, so her eyebrows rise in surprise. All four of them look at you doubtfully. The priest pauses, then says, "It is the truth, and spoken from a true heart." The shield maiden lowers the bow and turns to guard the entrance of the cavern. And as she does so, Arv fixes this thing. There we go. Cool. Lovely. The shield maiden lowers the bow and turns to guard the entrance to the cavern. "What are we to do? The exits are blocked, and I only have enough power to teleport one of us out now," asked the man in gold. The man with the glittering sword, a paladin, says gravely, "Then we will die together, wizard, and they will pay dearly." "But what of the talisman?" asked the priest. "Perhaps this warrior has been sent by the gods to continue the quest." Sensing the goodness in these people, you wait to hear how you can aid them. Hey, Vaden. The priest steps towards you and tells you this story. Long ago, the minions of the god Death, in the city of the runes of doom, fashioned a talisman that would allow them, if the time was right, to summon their god to the surface of this world. That time has now come. If Death is summoned, all life will cease. Only Death's minions will continue to exist in an awful half-life. His presence will spread like a gray shadow across the world of Orb. Everything will turn to dust and the balance of nature will be disrupted forever. The lore masters of Serakub, a group of holy people, have striven to prevent this. They sent a group of crusaders, of which we four alone survive, on a quest to steal the talisman. The fleshless king of the minions of death had sent the talisman to the depths of the rift for safekeeping. We have entered this pit of evil and seized it. He pulls a necklace out from under his surcoat. On it hangs a disc of obsidian, in the middle of which is a skull carved in ruby, the talisman of death. Here, for the sake of all Orb, you must take this talisman and continue the quest. It cannot be destroyed, but if you can take it to your world, it will be beyond the reach of the claw of the fleshless king. Alright. Oh, you know what I never did, actually? I never actually saved your character. That would have been a joy. Alright, hang on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, cool. All right. You were impressed by the courage and unselfish fortitude of these people and resolved to continue the quest. You take the talisman. Nice. You take the talisman. It feels cold and heavy around your neck. The wizard turns to you and says, "I am going to use the powers of magic to transport you to the surface. Head west until you come to the City of Learning, Grey Guilds on the Moor, where you may discover a way to return to your own world. Do not fail us. Here, take this gold. It may be of use." He gives you a purse with 10 gold in it. 10 gold pieces in it. As the wizard prepares his spell, a horde of creatures boils into the cavern. Dark elves and cave trolls are pouring into the cavern, attacking the shield maiden. As the paladin and priest rush to her aid, you see a huge shadowy form looming behind the sea of elves and trolls. The paladin's glittering sword cuts through the horde, but the dark elves are using magic, and the shield maiden is unable to turn back their attack. She falls beneath their onslaught. The huge fiend howls triumphantly just as the wizard completes his spell. Suddenly, you are in blinding sunshine. You are standing at the lip of an immense chasm. You realize that this must be the rift the Crusaders spoke of. The rocky earth is blackened and cracked, full of pits and fissures, and noisome fumes rise from the depths of the chasm. To the west, you see a range of green hills partially covered in trees and thick woodland. A few hundred meters to your right, you can see where a forest begins, extending all the way to the hills. You realize that you must head in the direction of the hills to reach Grey Guilds, but which route will you take? Do you wish to go through the forest, or would you rather take the more direct route across open ground? So, forest or open ground? Guys.
I think we're talking this one. This one. Yeah.
Should give this guy some love. All right. Which way is left? Let's see. Which way is left? Left would probably... Well, to the right is probably the forest. So, forest is right. I don't know if the other way is left. But it's definitely forest is right. I can tell you that. Yep, little smooth the groove. Okay, the poll's still good though? Okay. So, Lawkeeper just blew up. Oh no, Lawkeeper bot blew up. All right, guys. Let me then. Is the poll still working or not? Okay. So it looks like the poll is not working. Okay, so we can disable the roll command, but is the poll command working? Okay, yeah, try again. Yeah, let's try again. Try again on that poll. Very cool. So make that vote one more time, guys. Make that vote one more time. And again, much love to Law for putting together the bot in the first place. This is sort of like a good testing on the ground, actually, to be able to figure some of these things out. So That's good to know. I'm surprised it didn't break when it had all of those options at once. It's just a matter of all the rolled numbers that made those choices. So there you go. Yeah, exactly. All right. So again, guys, make this call, and we got about another 15 minutes, basically. 15, 20 minutes or so, and then we'll do the giveaway and the raid as usual. But I would like to get a little farther into this if I can. I think you spelled it wrong, EMC. It's choose. CHOOSE. You may have chosen it, but... There you go. All right. Okay, 7 votes for Forest. You guys are like, get off that open ground. Okay, Forest it is. All right. You enter the green, gloomy shade of the woods. After a while, you stumble into a clearing and stop in surprise at the sight that greets you. A huge white she-wolf, almost as large as a pony, is suckling 2 cubs. She pushes them aside and crouches, snarling. Will you, number 1, back off and leave? Number 2, offer the wolf some dried meat? Or 3, attack her? So, what are you going to do with the wolf? Back off and leave? Offer her some dried meat? Or attack her? What's it going to be? Those are the choices. So question is whether you're going to back off and leave, whether you're going to offer some dried meat or attack her. And there is the poll. So you guys may now vote. Overwhelming votes for meat. Yeah, it looks like it. Should probably take our hand too, but eh. Okay. All right, looks like meat is definitely the answer. Yes. Okay. So, you take that costs 1 provision. You cross 1 of your provisions off. Crouching on one knee, you toss the dried meat to the wolf, speaking in soothing tones as you do so. The wolf accepts your gift. Then, a green-robed figure steps into the clearing. And he looks something a little like this. Bear with me for just a second. All right, hold on a second. Just getting the illustration. Bear with me as I'm looking. Hang on a second. Where are they? Huh, maybe I don't have a picture of this. Hang on just 1 second. No, I guess I don't have him in here. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to be able to show what he looked like. Alright. So in that case, you guys are going to have to do that. So, you guys are going to have to look here. You see this. Let me full screen that for a minute, actually. There you go. See this? High tech. All high tech. There you go. That's the guy who steps into the clearing standing next to the wolf. Alright, see him? There's that dude. Alright. He has an oak staff in one hand and a silver sickle in the other. A crown of mistletoe rests on his head. He smiles at you and says, "My name is Woadman. I am the guardian druid of this sacred grove. My friend, Snowmane, thanks you for the gift of food. Such gentle generosity deserves reward. The blessing of the druids will go with you. May fortune smile on you. You gain 1 luck point for the druid's blessing. Now, unfortunately, you guys are maxed out. You can't go above your initial luck, but still, that's nice that he did that. You look weary, he says. Here, have this. He takes a golden apple from his robes and hands it to you. Note it down on your adventure sheet. Such apples are wonderfully refreshing and will restore up to 4 stamina points when you eat one. You thank him, and knowing you must continue on your quest, reluctantly leave the idyllic peace of the sacred grove. Very nice. Mystery of the Druids. That's it. You force through heavy undergrowth for some time, making your way over the hill and into the thick wooded valley on the other side. You then take a trail heading west and are making good speed until, rounding a corner, you see a huge brown-scaled lizard with 8 legs basking in the sun. Its heavy horned jaw is filled with long, pointed teeth. You may test your luck to see if you can slip past without waking it, or you can prefer not to take the risk and leave the path to cut away through the undergrowth. So, will you test your luck to see if you can slip past the lizard, or do you not want to test your luck and instead try to cut away through the undergrowth? What's it going to be? What's up, Shumane? Shumane, so to choose test your luck, you're gonna do exclamation point choose one. If you want to do that one, do exclamation point choose one if you're interested in testing your luck. Also, hi Cherubi if I didn't say hi before. Smooth the groove, man. So good. All right. Okay, last call, last call. Good to see you, Shumane. All right, last call, and... Yeah, how you doing, Shumane? Good to see you, man. Okay, and... All right, test luck, 12 votes. Okay, so the way that we test luck, guys, is Lego is going to roll, and he's not going to use the in-chat one now because we disabled that temporarily. So he is going to roll the die. He's going to roll basically actually 2 dice, sorry. 2 six-sided dice. If he gets a 10 or less, then you guys were lucky. Your initial your luck here is going to drop by 1 every time you test luck, whether or not you're lucky. So when you roll, even if you're lucky or if you're not lucky, you're still going to lose a luck point. But you do test your luck a fair amount in this game, and you do have that potion of fortune sort of in your back pocket, as it were. So with that, Lego rolls a 6. There you go. You guys are, in fact, lucky. Oh, cool. Zelda 2. Creeping stealthily, you barely rustle the dried leaves underfoot. The soporific basilisk does not even notice you, which is just as well. Its eyes flicker open for a moment, and a small mouse which happens to be running across its line of vision slows and turns to stone. You hurry quickly on your way, lest you suffer the same fate. That would have sucked. The trail winds between the spurs of 2 hills and winds between the spurs of 2 hills, and plunges down into a moist and mossy dell. At the bottom, a large dew pond covered with algae is shaded by the boughs of a horse chestnut tree. Your attention is caught by a weak cry. An old woman is up to her neck in the middle of the pool. Her matted hair is streaked green with the scum of the pool. "I'm drowning! Help me! I'm tangled in the weeds!" she begs piteously. Will you help her or ignore her and hurry on? What's it going to be, guys? Help her or ignore her and hurry on. So we got a lot of people want to help her. Let's ask Admiral Atbar for advice. It's a tarp. We won't last long against that old woman in a pond. All right. Last call here, last call. All right, see you, Shadow. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, this will be this last situation here will be the last one we'll do for the night, and then we will do the giveaway and the raid after this. All right. All right, so the vote is for help. All right. You wade carefully into the scum-covered pond and hold out your hand to the old woman. There is a sudden churning in the water, and slimy tentacles slither around your thighs. The old woman's head rears up at you, revealing a huge horny beak where her chest should have been, above a bloated body sprouting 6 tentacles. You must fight the Grendel. Oh, snap. You must fight the Grendel. Now you've done it. All right, folks. So you guys know the way this works. The way it works is that Lego is going to roll each round. He's going to roll 6-sided die. You guys will add that to your skill. Then Grendel, I will roll a 6-sided die, and that will be rolled. That will be added to Grendel's skill, and then whoever's the highest one will do 2 points of damage to the other person. So that's the way we're working. Welcome to Beowulf. Don't help the old tag. It's a fairy tale rule. There you go. Oh, Glob. Oh, poor Glob. All right, let's do it up, people. Yeah, tentacles, you say? Let's do it up, people. Yeah, no, I don't want to make that kind of a cliffhanger. Let's do it up, Lego. Go ahead and roll that die. This will be the final combat of the night. Is it? I'm sorry, 2 dice. Yes, sorry. 2 dice, my bad. Sorry. All right. So, 2 dice. First roll for Lego is a 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. So, she has an identical skill to you. So, she'll need a 6 to tie, a 7 to beat. She rolls a 7. Doof. Her claw, like, sinks into your side. You were unhappy. All right, next round. Next round. You got hit that first time. Next round. You might want to try refreshing durable. I don't think it should be that long. It shouldn't be 25 seconds, I don't believe. Okay, 8. So, 8 to tie, 9 to beat. Rolls a 2. She, like, you know, gets a little bit excited about herself. Overextends. You slash down at a tentacle. This foul green ichor pours out. Okay, next round. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't? Forgot I had not enabled that. My bad. Where's my dice roller at? There it is. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, 5. So, for this one, you need a 5 to tie, a 6 to beat. You need, say, 5 to tie, a 6 to beat. Rolls a 7. Whew. You get struck again. Alright. You've won 1 round. Grendel has won 2. You feel the blood seeping out of the wound in your side where you've been struck. Seven, okay. So a 7 to tie. A 12. Oh my god. A 12. She rears up is like, rah! Some cross between like a female scream and some like screeching of a vulture. Huh. Yeah, it might be. Oh my god. That's troubling divisor. Alright. You guys have 9 stamina left. Grendel's got 7 stamina left. You can do this. You got the touch. You got the power. A 5. But she rolls a 3. And so drops down to 5 stamina. You stumble forward a little bit, but as she tries to press her advantage, you stab the sword down into her beak. Alright, she's down to 5 stamina. Yep. Yes, you can, Cherubi. I'm hoping you make it past this, though, because it'd be a really great save point. It'd be a really optimal save point. Alright, a 7. 7 to tie, 8 to beat. A 5. You hit her again. Hit it again. Alright, she drops down to 3. She's looking pretty messed up now. She's looking kind of like woozy, like, oh, God. Woozy and all that kind of thing. Plain Dead is dead. I guess. I mean, Grendel, the original Grendel was not like that. The original Grendel was a monster that did live at the bottom of a lake in a cave, but he had like enormous hairy arms. He's this massive beast. So this is just kind of like making one up. Yeah, I burned the book on stream. No. Okay, 9. So she needs a... Oh my god! She freaking gets a 10. This battle is epic. Doof, doof. You're down to 7 points of stamina. She's down to 3 points of stamina. Who will win this titanic struggle? Permadeath book run. Wow. That would be rough. That was Grendel's mother was an ogre thing. Grendel was male. Grendel's mother was female. In fact, I'm going to be teaching that book I'm going to be teaching Beowulf next week, actually. 5. A 3. It's been such a weird fight. Okay, so she's down to 1 point. She's down to 1 point. If you can hit her again, Grendel will die. Got a shot. Got a chance. Got that chance. The 7-Eleven still dice. 11. She rolls an 8. She roos in. She's like, and sinks below the surface of the water. Excellent job, guys. You managed to defeat the deadly Grendel. Now, before we sort of wrap the book for the evening, this is a perfect save point. Good job, by the way. I would like to make a suggestion. Let's see. Hold on a second here. I'll put this under notes. I would like to make a suggestion. And the suggestion is that you have one of your provisions. Because, Fighting Fantasy Victory Music. So, my suggestion is that you guys eat one of your provisions, because remember, each provision will restore 4 hit points. You can only eat them when you're out of combat, and you can eat 1 provision per entry. So you just defeated her. You've got 1 entry that you can eat a provision. I'm not even going to put up a formal poll. I just want to check quickly. Are people okay with using one of your provisions to get back up to 11 stamina? I would recommend it, but it's up to you guys. Yeah, don't go helping old ladies in ponds. Listen, strange women in ponds. There's no basis for it. Provision. Dekamasu. Eat. Tobias says starve. Eat provisions, not me. Yeah, exactly. No, that's true, Apples. You noticed that one of your brethren was actually given a golden apple, right? You saw that was given. Okay, it looks like people are in favor of it. So, 8 provisions. Now, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're up to 11 stamina. Save as. All right. Excellent work. And page 65. All right, guys. Well done. And it's just nice wrapping up the Super Mario Brothers theme as we speak. Excellent job, people. So we got started. That was lovely. And we've done a good job. And we have not only won Ultima Underworld, which was pretty cool, but we have moved on to Talisman of Death. So, cool. Before we do the giveaway and the raid, let me just say, remind everybody, Thursday. Remember, this Thursday, I will not be streaming tomorrow. The day after tomorrow is my next regular scheduled stream. That will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will interview Mitch Gittleman and Andrew McIntosh from Shadowrun Returns. They'll be talking about Shadowrun Returns Hong Kong, about that Kickstarter. So you do not want to miss that. Come, bring your questions, comments, ideas, thoughts, things of that kind. Then after they're done, because we'll only be about an hour and 50 minutes with them, I would guess, then we will move back into Talisman of Death. We will continue that for that session. If we don't finish then, we'll finish in the next solo session. And then after this game is, after this book is complete, then it is on to X-Wing, which I'm looking forward to as well. The other thing I want to mention is on Friday night, for those of you who missed it, starting around between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is Icewind Dale with the guys. So we will have King Foom, we will have Anominatus, we will hopefully have Optic Nerve Productions if I hear back from him. We will have Series Runner with us, and we will have John Helfers and myself. So we will be back into it with Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. We have all installed the game, and so we will be playing that on Friday night between 8 and 8:30. So Thursday night is the Shadowrun Returns interview, and then more Talisman of Death. Friday night, Icewind Dale. If I do a stream over the weekend, it's more Talisman of Death / getting ready to do X-Wing, and if not, then we'll finish it up next week and then move into X-Wing from there. So that is the deal with that. Yes, Senos. After X-Wing is finished, then depending on how people like it, if they really dig it, then we will go on to TIE Fighter. If people are kind of like, and if I'm not really feeling it either, then we'll move on to Trails of Sky, and if that we really are enjoying the X-Wing stuff, we'll go through a couple of those games, and then I will go on to Trails of Sky after that. So that's the way we're looking at it. Now, with that all said, the time has come for giveaway time. So we've got a couple of games, a couple of game options that you have to give away tonight. Your choices are as follows. If you win tonight, you will have a choice of one of the 3 following games. Choice 1 is courtesy of Gentleman, and this is Nuclear Dawn. Choice 1 from Gentleman is Nuclear Dawn. Choice 2, and this is courtesy of Glob Monkey, is Quantum Conundrum. So choice 2 is Quantum Conundrum. That's that choice. And then choice 3, and this is courtesy of Messiah. Choice 3, actually, I'm sorry. This is choice of Durban. I beg your pardon. Courtesy of Durban is Planetary Annihilation. So again, your choices are Trails in the Sky. Didn't I say that? Trials? Trails. Well, Durable, I'll come back to that in a minute. I'll come back to that in a minute. So choice 1, Nuclear Dawn. That's courtesy of Gentleman. Choice 2 is Gun Monkeys. That's courtesy of Glob Monkey. And choice 3 is Planetary Annihilation. That is courtesy of Durban. Those are your 3 choices. And in answer to your question, Durable, I'm not going to play Oregon Trail. We're going to be streaming a D&D. The next time I'm going to be streaming a D&D session is probably going to be after we finish Icewind Dale. So we're going to be playing Icewind Dale for a while, probably a few months, I would guess, a couple of months. And then after Icewind Dale is finished, we're going right back into pen and paper. We're going to be playing a one-off session with Sod as the Dungeon Master and yours truly playing. That'll be one session. And then we are going into Horde of the Dragon Queen with the guys and me Dungeon Mastering. So after Icewind Dale, we're right back into pen and paper down the line. So, okay, so those are your 3 choices. Quantum Conundrum. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. Apologies. So again, the choices are Nuclear Dawn, Quantum Conundrum, or Planetary Annihilation. Sorry about that. Nuclear Dawn, Quantum Conundrum, Planetary Annihilation. Those are your 3 choices. And the giveaway word. Let's see. Grendel. Grendel. Remember, no, all lowercase, please. All lowercase, just exactly as it looks there. Grendel. If you are interested in winning one of those 3 games, please type in that word Grendel. Good night, Shemaine. If you are interested in winning one of those 3 games, please type in the word Grendel. And as we do that, I'm going to look and see who we are going to raid tonight. Going to raid it tonight. We're going to jazz it up and have a ball. We're going to raid it tonight. Baby, can it? Oh, baby. But weather wants to flop it once and for all. All right, let's see. Okay. Cool. All right, I know who it is going to be. All right. Last call. Nice. All right, last call, last call. Just thought you put it out there. All right. Cool. Alrighty. Welcome back, Raiden. Okay. On to the lactose intolerance. So, yes, we'll do raid in just a second, but again, last call. Yep, Santa hat is not working at the moment, I imagine. And yes, the SOD DM will be on my stream. Yes. There you go, Lego. All right, Lego. So your reward, congratulations, Lego. Your reward for rolling less than 7 all day today was to win one of those. What's it going to be, Lego? What would you like? Which one of those would you like? Would you like Nuclear Dawn? Would you like Quantum Conundrum? Or would you like Planetary Annihilation? You rolled the dice in the giveaway, too. Yep, ignore Xanos. About that part. Planetary Annihilation. All right, that is courtesy of Durbin. And give me just a second as I pull that up here. Planetary Annihilation. Again, nobody leave yet because we are doing a raid. So just hang on once. Just hang on just a second. There we go. Send gift. Send my gift directly through Steam. Go to Lego Freak. All right. And it is on its way. Cool. It is on its way to you, Lego. That, again, was courtesy of Durbin. Awesome. Cool. All right, guys. We're going to do a raid tonight, of course, as usual. And the raid looks like this. The raid last night was actually a cool one. We raided someone. I try to raid people that I'm following because it's a bad idea, you know, to sort of... It's not a bad idea. It can be a little bit risky to raid someone that you don't know because technically if they're not fans of the raid, if they don't like being raided, then, you know, bad feelings can be done. So they say to try to keep it to people that you know, but occasionally I bend that rule a little bit as I did last night. Tonight I do actually happen to know this person, and we have actually raided them before, so we're going to raid them tonight. But before we do so, just a couple of reminders again. Thursday for the interview, don't forget about that, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday, and then after that, more Talisman of Death. Friday is Icewind Dale with the guys, and then if I stream over the weekend, it'll be more Talisman of Death. If not, then next Tuesday we'll get back to Talisman of Death until that is finished. So again, should only be 1 or 2 more sessions, I think, of Talisman of Death probably, and then once that's done, we will be moving on to X-Wing after that. Please follow the channel. Please do all the things. Join the YouTube. Join the Steam group. All that stuff is a big help, and please continue to spread the word because, again, we are moving towards partnership, and the more you guys are able to do that, the better it will help. Now, with that said, you guys can feel free to practice in my chat that little Arvanauts have landed thing. You guys have been doing an amazing job on the raids lately, as I said. Again, when the way it works is you do not go until you hear my audio cue. When you hear that fly away sound, that's when you just drop the Arvanauts have landed in chat, and literally everyone that we've gone and raided has been really, really impressed. So you guys have been doing an awesome job. Of course you have, because you're the best viewers ever, but I'm just letting you know to please keep that in mind. So do not go to the person I'm going to tell you to raid in just a minute until you've actually had a chance to hear the audio cue. First of all, before everyone leaves, let me thank everyone who made this a great cast for me tonight. It was awesome. Thank you so much to Apples. Excuse me. Thank you to Apples. Thank you to Demiser. Thank you to Lego Freak. Thank you to Shadow, to Thorg, and to Xanos. Good moderation, guys. Very good job today. And thank you again, Law, so much for working with the bot, man. Much appreciated. Got a workout today, so thanks. Thank you to Chain Rose. I haven't seen you for a while, Chain and Rose. Good to see you again. Good to see Gray Dippick as always. Again, Gray, thank you so much for the gift. I'm going to add it to the gifts for giveaway. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you to Edgy Koala, to Sping2, to EMC, to Joey, all regulars of mine. Thank you to Gaming Warfrog. I haven't seen you in here here for a while, gaming. Look, I see you lurking in the background there. What's up, gaming? Good to see Riverdust. Good to see the Anthony, another one of person who has been here from the past, but I have not seen for a while. Welcome back in. Good to see Dragon Spear, Sargon, all regulars of mine. Wilhelm, I haven't seen in a while, but welcome back. Good to see Messiah. Good to see Pryles. Thanks for the help with Ultima Underworld at the end there, Pryles. I appreciate it. Thanks, and you guys should follow Pryles for the whole speedrun thing. Thank you so much to Glob Monkey. Thank you so much to Dear Dragoon. Thank you so much to TNS, to EXE, to Lixin, to Batty, to Roix, all regulars of mine. Thank you guys all so very much. Thank you to Graydon, who is also a streamer that you should be following as well. Thank you so much to With Intent, to Redinator. Haven't seen you for a while, Redinator. Welcome back. With Intent, of course, one of my regulars. Same for Fisklax. Thank you to Fisklax, to Nogbad, to Black Panther 70. Haven't seen you for a while, Black Panther. Welcome back. Thank you to Durable. Thank you to Shattermage, to Dynamo, to Keist2, all regulars of mine. Surgeman1, I want to say you did follow me recently, I think, but I have not. I believe you followed me because the name looks really familiar. Welcome back, or if you haven't followed me, I hope you will. Welcome in then. Thank you so much to Radcount, to Vakin, to Kanumi, to Obmi, I haven't seen for a long time, and to Kalia Wolf, and I think Kalia Wolf has followed me as well, but again, it might have been a while. Thank you to all of you so much. You guys are the best. Now, remember, do not go until you hear my audio cue, but we are going to be going over here. We are going to go hang out with Foom, who is playing Monopoly. He runs Reverb Games. I have rated him. I guess I rated him probably last week or the week before. So let's go over and give him some love. Don't do it until you hear my audio cue. But after that, then you can go and drop those Volcanias the Arvanauts have landed. Until I see you next, which will be the day after tomorrow, have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll catch you guys all on Thursday. Love you all. You're the best viewers on Twitch. Remember, spread the word. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Shadowrun returns, Hong Kong, developers, interview, and then some more Talisman of Death after that. Until I speak to you next time, thank you guys all so much, and have a very good night.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart? Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. Search now through your pile of broken lies and your set of fake goodbyes, another cynical disguise. When will they catch you? All those little things you said, will it turn around instead? Blame the voices in your head. With all your subtle language, try and turn your life around. If your center gets unwound, you do your best to slow things down. And if you feel things that you never felt before, things that shook you to your core, a shattered truth you can ignore. Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. life is only what you make. When it comes to your own vision, when you got to see it through, you know you got to make it do. You know it's all been up to you. 'Cause here I stand here waiting, trying to make a brand new start.